There's one. With that mighty minnow, jigging it like a crappie jig almost. Oh man, we're gonna fish this pond that I've never been to before. Tiny glide fish, man. Oh guys, I think I got a big one. Ripping a jig with a creature bait on it around and just getting plowed. Football lights and bass fishing, y'all. Doesn't get much more Texas than that. Got one, guys. Crankbait. Took a little while to get the first bite of the morning though. Got a little bitty largemouth to finally eat that beautiful little duo Realis mid-roller 40. True gill, that is the juice, guys. On the Sioux Dragon and Dark Wolf, a 6-pound fluoro. I swear guys, every time it's like I want to go get on a certain bite, it never like will pan out. Like I always get different conditions than what I need, but I have the nugget tied on, the tiny glide, got the gilling twister cranked down, got the new Euro tackle nage, jointed bait, got an Evo jig with the stealth creature, but might be a crankbait day. We'll find out. Maybe I can get a few to commit to the swim bait, so. Fish. Fish, y'all. A little bit better one on the mid-roller. We got me, that guy in a skeeter, and a lady in a kayak out here this morning, and that's it. A true blessing on a Saturday. I highly doubt that's how it'll stay. We'll probably get some more folks out here, but it's a great way to get a long ways away from the city, come out west, and still catch some fish on a weekend. Getting to be almost respectable size there. That is a beautiful little 3/16 ounce crankbait, guys. Casts really well, gets down pretty deep, 4 to 6 feet, I believe. I always run it on a snap. Rough is an understatement right now. Been here for 2 hours and we have 3 real small dinks to show for it. There's one on the mighty minnow. Biggest bass we've caught on the smallest bait I've thrown. Crazy. Maybe I can catch a few fish on that little mighty minnow set up there, guys. It's only 1.8 inches, and you put it on a 1/16 ounce spy jig head from Moondog Bait Company. There's one. Might be better. Not bad. Another one on the mighty minnow. A little more weight to him. It is taking the smallest presentation that I'll throw to make some bass bite today. 1.8 inch mighty minnow on that 1/16 ounce spy jig.
Clinton, nice to meet you, Clinton.
You too.
I'm sure I'll see you out on Eagle.
Yeah, if you see me with the tracker, roll up and say hi. There's one. Decent one. Might be the biggest fish of the day there, guys. Choked it. Met a guy named Ben over there. He was casting at some schooling fish coming up from like 30 feet of water. I could hear him busting over there. He caught a few on the popper, and I'm just still casting by this timber in about 8 feet of water with that mighty minnow, jigging it like a crappie jig almost. There's one. There's a green sunfish on the mighty minnow. Honestly guys, that was really rough, but we're not gonna let that get us down. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get some lunch. We're gonna head back to Fort Worth. We're gonna regroup. Little vlog style lunch for you there. 2 mandarin cups, or 2 mandarin orange cups, 2 cheese sticks, big old can of tuna, big protein shake. Delicious, right? A tuna hack for you. Take you a Chick-fil-A sauce. It's like a double can of tuna. Mix it in there. Bon appetit. Sometimes I'll go mayonnaise, sriracha, or hot honey with salt and pepper in there too. Also makes a quick tuna salad, so that's not bad either. Took me about 2.5 minutes to eat all that, so we're gonna get on the road. We'll see y'all back in Fort Worth. Oh man, dude, I got a nice bass on a glide bait. That's sick. It's so clear I could see him eat it. Change of plans, guys. Instead of the river, we're gonna fish this pond that I've never been to before. Tiny glide fish, man. On that Art Gravity and Dobbins 740. Oh, I think that's another bass, Mark. Not near as, a little bit smaller than the first one. Got him. Another tiny glide fish, y'all, on this late summer evening. All right, let's let him go. Oh guys, got a nice one on the jig. I think I got a real nice one on the jig. Head shaking, dude. Dude, nice fish, Mark. Yeah. That was a jig. Yeah. Dude, you would be surprised. It might be 2 or 3 feet deep, even in the middle. Like, it's not deep at all. Yeah. I can see the bottom all the way through. That's a fat fish though. They got stuff to eat in here. On that Evo jig, y'all. That is solid for how small this pond is. Well, that's on that new Egg Zone Stealth Creature and a Bait Finesse Evo jig. That is a really nice fish out of this tiny pond. 7-pound fluoro on a Dobbins 7.4 Sierra with a Sioux Dark Wolf and 7-pound sunline. Oh, another bass, guys. On the jig. Not a bad one either. Pretty solid. Man, I don't know how these fish are so fat, what they have to eat in here, because this pond is super shallow. It's clear. Significantly smaller than the last fish, but still a very healthy one.
Number
Didn't have it rolling, guys, but was casting out in the middle. Got another one on the Stealth Creature and Evo jig. He's a little skinnier than the other ones. Yeah, got bluegill on the tiny glide. I was seeing bubbles. Just curious to see what they were, guys. Little bluegill. Bluegill on that tiny glide. Guys, I tried that pocket frog both places. I couldn't get bit on the frog though. Dang it. There's another little piece to this and got another pretty good one on the jig. I flipped it right over there by those reeds. Carried it sideways, lifted on him. He gave me a pretty good fight too. I was bad about keeping the camera on for this little outing though, guys. I'm sorry. I missed like 2 catches, but still a very, very fun one nonetheless.
Pass intended for number 10. In defensive coverage for the
Another one.
0 Logan Farrell.
Yeah, nice one. They fight really hard in here, man.
That is a turnover.
I suppose they probably don't get caught much, if at all. This side was quite a bit more stained. Had 3 bites, landed 2 of them, only got 1 of the cast to catches on film. He's skinny. Some of these bass in here eat very well, some of them don't. That one's pretty skinny. I didn't tell you guys either, but those last 2 fish, Southern Illinois pond hopper, BFS brush hog, 3-inch little brush hog that Jeff Hyings pours himself and was gracious enough to send me. So big shout out to you, Jeff. Oh, guys, I think I got a big one. Oh, boys, that one's head shaking. He's not just coming up either. I think that's a pretty dang good fish. Yeah, that might be the biggest fish of the evening right there. Head shaking son of a gun. Nice fish. I came back to the other side right as the sun's going down. This has just been a breath of fresh air after this morning. We had to grind our butts off to catch dinks. And now we're out here ripping a jig with a creature bait on it around and just getting plowed. Of course, after the good fish, didn't turn it on, but caught this guy right over there by that reed edge. Man, these fish are so healthy. What a juiced little spot, guys. Football lights and bass fishing, y'all. Doesn't get much more Texas than that. Y'all, so that was some really, really tough fishing this morning, followed by a very fun nightcap. From that first lake trip, at least you got to see kind of my all else fails kind of style of fishing. A very small 1/16 ounce jig head of some kind with a small swim bait. Previously, I used to just go straight like a little bear swim bait head. I have one right here. Just the just in case bait. That's one of his little powder coated jig heads from Moondog with a mighty minnow on it. And I feel like I've gained just a little bit more confidence in his little spy jig head than over the powder coated jig head. But those powder coated jig heads, I've caught everything that swims in the lake on that little bait, and it's a lot of fun to throw too. If you're just looking to go out and catch fish every time you're out there, a tiny swim bait presentation like that is hard to beat. And that pond surprised the heck out of me. I'm telling you guys, it's like the less planning I do and the less expectations that I have, the better my trips are. I mean, I put probably an hour into tackle prep last night, getting ready to go to the lake, and then I go out and catch 8 dinks, and then I just get a random message on Instagram, and it's a guy that I've met like pond fishing before, and he's like, hey, I've got this spot and I kind of want to see like what this pond holds, because I can only fish from the bank, and you can't really access any of it without being able to float. And I was like, sign me up, I'm there. And drove out there on a whim, and like you saw, just freaking whacked them. And there was some solid fish in there. But what I think I'm gonna do, let's make it official right now. I'm not sure when this video will be posted. It'll probably be posted around like the end of September, but let's make the first month of the Big Bass Challenge a juicy month. And that's my favorite month to fish, is the month of October. All you gotta do is pick you up one of my measuring mats. The link to my Gmail account is in the description, so y'all can just message me your information, shipping address, and then I'll message you back with the payment method, whether that be Venmo or Cash App, whichever one you guys choose. But 35 bucks gets you entry into all future Big Bass Challenges, and I have a prize pack from a custom bait maker that is coming. So the first prize pack is gonna be pretty dang solid, guys. So don't miss out on it. But y'all go out in October, catch some tanks, send them to me. I wanna see what y'all can do as well. But apart from all that, guys, I fished my butt off today, sweat my butt off today, was rewarded, so grateful for it. And if y'all enjoyed it, and enjoy watching my channel, please leave a like for me and consider subscribing if you haven't yet, guys. Please share this with a finesse loving friend or somebody who enjoys fishing. Help me grow my channel. Help me hit that 3,000 subscriber mark by the end of the year. That's my goal, and we're about at 2,400 right now, so I think it's possible. The links to gear in my email, as I said before, are in the description above, and there's always a link to a playlist of more bait finesse bass action in the pinned comment below. Thank y'all so much for watching. It's Swin. Y'all take her easy, and we'll see you on the next trip. Oh, another bass, guys. On the jig. Not a bad one either. Pretty solid.